So, I'm making a game about escaping cops in the Midwest. If you missed the first video, I built some pretty cool vehicle physics, but today I have quite the update to show. Vehicle destruction. First, I needed a better car model, and let's just say my current modeling skills are not the best. Yeah, no, definitely not gonna cut it. So I scrolled a bit on Sketchfab, hunting for some good models, and all of a sudden I stumble upon this extremely generous and talented artist named Daniel Jabotinsky. So I imported one into Blender, cleaned it up so it works properly in Unity, and here's how it looks. Yeah, let's destroy it, why not? Okay, I think that's enough. When I first started to think about adding a vehicle destruction to my game, I thought about implementing it in three ways: model swapping, full soft body, or vertex-based deformation. One of the most used vehicle destruction techniques in video games is model swapping, where a game swaps out a model with a pre-made damaged version. It's one of the easier ways to handle destruction, and in some cases, it's convincing enough. This is why games like GTA San Andreas, Flat Out 1 and 2, and many older racing games relied heavily on it. The downside is that the damage is always the same. No matter how or where you hit the car, it will only switch to the closest damage stage, so you end up seeing the exact same dents over and over again. On the other side of the spectrum, full soft body physics simulate the vehicle as a network of interconnected nodes and beams, bending and twisting dynamically like in BeamNG Drive. The results are incredibly realistic, but it's extremely hard to make, way out of my skill level. And the performance cost is massive, especially for multiple vehicles in an open world. And in a realistic setting, one sharp turn can make the car undrivable, which is way overkill for what I need. That leads me to the option in the middle, vertex-based deformation. Instead of swapping the model or simulating a full soft body structure, I can directly push and deform the car's mesh based on the impact force and direction. Every crash leaves a unique dent. It's lightweight, fully dynamic, fairly easy to set up, and gives me just enough realism without tanking any performance. This is our car. Let's see how we want to destroy it. First, the primary component, vertex deformation. Adding on to that second, detachable parts. Third, window shattering. Fourth, tire popping. And finally, particle effects for all above-mentioned systems, along with a health system. Let's start with the first one, vertex deformation. This is what makes every crash feel unique. I'm pushing and moving the vertices of the car mesh in real time, which means every dent is physically part of the mesh and stays there after the collision, where the dent can be dented, resulting in even larger dents. When a car hits something, a wall, another car, or whatever, I grab the contact point in the direction of the impact. From there, I calculate how much force the collision has along that direction. Harder hits push the mesh more, softer hits barely leave a mark. But when I tested the system with more cars, it didn't really perform so well. So I optimized it more using Unity jobs getting over 100 FPS with 50 cars. The result is really satisfying. Every impact leaves a unique dent. The car responds dynamically to collisions, it all runs smoothly, and is exactly the kind of destruction I wanted for my game. Detachable parts. Once the dents were looking good, I wanted to take the destruction to the next level with detachable parts. Like doors flying off, wheels popping off, or the hood popping open. Implementing it was mostly just identifying the parts I wanted to be detachable and separating them in a model so Unity could treat them as independent objects. Then I could add hinge joints and a script that makes it so when a collision exceeds a certain threshold, those pieces just break away. Window shattering. Crashing a car without breaking any glass just feels wrong. So I added a system where windows can shatter based on the impact zone. It's simple but effective. I fractured the window meshes in Blender and then added 6 impact zones on the car, one for the windshield, one for the rear glass, and 2 for each door window. When a car hits something in those impact zones, the glass mesh is swapped with my pre-fractured version. And each shard has its own box glider and rigid body, making them react naturally. Now for tire popping, and yes, this is exactly what you're thinking of. When the tires run over a spike strip, they pop, leaving only the rims behind. It completely changes how the car handles. Suddenly, you could be sliding across the road and not being able to easily recover. You can damage the car in some pretty interesting ways with this system, like for example, popping only the tires on the right side and trying to make a sharp turn with that. Probably won't go very well, but it's something pretty interesting to watch. Finally, to make everything feel alive, I added particle effects and a health system. Now, sparks fly and debris fall off when a car collides. These small touches really sell the impact and make crashes feel chaotic and satisfying. Oh yeah, and for a bonus, I added camera shake, which I think looks pretty good. This approach did come with its own challenges, but the results have been totally worth it. If you're a fan of this project, join my Discord. I'll post way more updates there.